internet, and I'm not into that.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we're watching the Snowhawks, second-year linebacker. He's been a core contributor all season, approaching 90 tackles for the year. It's the Snowhawks and the Bisons, and it's all up next.
Now from just east of the Mississippi River, EA Sports welcomes you to the home of the Blues, Memphis, Tennessee. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Portland Snowhawks taking on the Bisons of Memphis. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
Yep.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Memphis. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. Okay, but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. But you look at this defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, Dupree. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dupree, and able to get this to the 31. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Dupree, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Portland football here, ready to begin the 2nd quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dupree. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Allen, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a good job there, knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Taken down at the 42.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Scott. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Allen going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dupree. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Dupree, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And what a big-time play there. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dupree. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen running the option to the left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Allen. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Snowhawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive.
Bison 7.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 9. 1:50 to play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Scott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Portland, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.